6:30.
All right, we continue to follow a developing story out of southwest Miami-Dade where police have busted a cockfighting ring. Good evening, everybody. Police telling 7 News they have about 200 people right now in custody.
Let's get right out to the scene in southwest Miami-Dade and Kevin Ozebek, who is live with what we know. Kevin.
Well, Mike, you can see a Miami-Dade corrections bus is now here. There are expected to be about 200 people arrested here on this property, so that's why these buses have been brought in. Eventually, they will be transporting everyone who's in custody and who's been arrested from this property here in deep southwest Miami-Dade to the county jail. And here's what the property looks like from outside the front gate. You can see there's a very heavy police presence here. The Miami-Dade Police Mobile Command Center has also been brought to this residential property. But you can really get a much better view from 7 Skyforce HD. This property, the address is 25425 Southwest 212th Avenue, and you can see there's a big structure on that property. And according to detectives, they came here with a search warrant today. They went inside that big building you see, and they found a cockfighting ring. On top of finding this alleged ring, they also found about 200 people here. Right now, all of them have been cuffed. They are in police custody. And according to one police officer I spoke to here on the scene, that officer is telling me that it's very likely that every single one of those roughly 200 people in custody will likely be facing some sort of crime and will be charged with something. We have just been given these 2 pictures from Miami-Dade police. We can actually see the inside of that structure. In this first picture, you see these dozens of cages, and inside these cages are dozens of roosters. This is just one of the things that police found when they came into the structure today. And if we go now to this second picture, you can see this was the actual ring, according to police, where the roosters would be fighting. You can see a small little ring, and then there are 2 cages. Those cages will be lifted, and then those 2 roosters would fight until one of them would basically die. We want to bring in now Major Ariel Artime. He's with Miami-Dade Police. He's here on scene. He's working this case. First off, Major, why today? How did your detectives know that something was going on here, and why the bust today?
Well, basically, it's been an ongoing investigation through the course of several months, and today's the day that we determined would be the best day to come and execute the warrant.
How unprecedented is it that you have 200 people in police custody, an alleged cockfighting ring broken up?
Yeah, well, it's certainly not common to have this level and this volume of people in custody at one time. However, wherever you have drugs, money, and all kinds of other illicit activity, you're going to have a lot of people involved.
So obviously, on top of just the roosters that you found here, you also found drugs, you also found weapons. What are some of the charges that these people in custody will be facing at the end of the night?
Well, they could range from animal cruelty charges to gambling to possession of whatever drugs they may have had on them at the time, to weapons charges. Those are the type of charges that they're looking at this time.
And last question for you, Major. You did mention drugs, you did mention weapons. Can you give any details in terms of what you have found in terms of contraband here on this property?
Yeah, at this time, I could say that we have found drugs. We have found some weapons. We have determined that there was an illegal cockfighting ring taking place and that there were bets being made. So that's a culmination of what we have at this time. How much of it we haven't yet determined. The investigation continues.
All right, Major Artime, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we can see that police are setting up lights here on the property, so that is just a sign that they will be here all night long. Officers say it'll likely take hours for all these people to be processed and sent to the county jail. Of course, we will have much more live tonight at 10 on the night team. Reporting live in southwest Miami-Dade, Kevin Ozebek, 7 News.